Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to do the high poly of Saitama from One Punch Man. So what we're going to do for this video is put in a lot of other stuff. Some of the details we're mostly going to focus on the cape and the muscles. So I mentioned part 4 last episode. That will be how we're going to take a lot more of the details, such as the eyes and some of these smaller things. We're just going to worry about the big things in this video. So of course we know the drill. We're going to get ourselves our edge loop tool, and what we're going to do is start off in the back to do this. So there, that's what we're looking for, kind of like a smooth version. So that really is the difference, is how we're going to get a lot more vertexes out. So let's see what happens if we add a couple of more divisions. This should work. Is it still the same feeling? Yes, it has the same feeling. Let's kick it with, let's hit up the vertex mode. What we're going to do is kind of just raise this area. You can see what we're going to do is just select this, and we can select it correctly. What we're going to do is just select. We're going to try selecting, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. What we're going to do is select these vertices here. And now let's see what happens if we move them outward. Yeah, this is what we are kind of looking for, that flowing look. We can actually move this out a bit. And this is so far our first part of the cape. Next part of the cape we're going to do is kind of that really weird wavy way of this area. It's going to be a lot harder considering we don't have as many vertices as we want. But what we can do is kind of just take a few vertices we have and move them back. Or let's just test something out quickly. I think I figured out something. If we select these and add some divisions, let's just try adding some edge loops. So we're just going to add one edge loop here, second one here. Now what we're going to do is, what we're going to go is go into vertex mode. So we check if it's good, this is good. And what we're going to do is kind of just try to handle that waviness. The way we're going to do that is we're just going to move them back and kind of just stagger them. So let's kind of just try to stagger out a lot of the flow. And that is kind of what we're looking for. It's very hard to see, but we can keep trying to do that. We'll stay in smooth mode for now. What we're going to do is try to select this area specifically and move it outwards. This way we can kind of have that bend that comes in here. Now we're just going to select these and move that downwards and do the same idea over here. What we're trying to do is get it as wavy and very odd as possible. So that's what we're trying to hit right now. I think that's as close as we're going to get. So what's really going to be most of this video is adding a lot more edge loops, and then part 4 will be like, let's say for part 4 we're going to make the eye holes here, and maybe add like that neck area here and that zipper area here. What we're really going to do for part 4 is kind of try to remake some of the details we might have missed. We'll try to do details we already don't know. So what we're going to do is work on the square. What we're going to do is do what we've always done, Now we're going to first insert all our edge loops for this model. That's kind of what we want. Object mode. Bring this back here. This doesn't really need a lot of modeling right now, which we won't hit on for this part. We're going to do that in part 3. Now, the main thing I was really looking forward to is this part. We're not going to really focus on the fingers yet in part 3. What we're going to do is this muscle area here, which will probably be the last part. What we're going to do is first start off with our regular edge loop setup. And this is actually a lot harder to get correct. You can see that it's a very detailed look. So what we're going to do is go back to Modeling Toolkit and add some more divisions. That should be enough. Now if you're wondering, adding divisions doesn't really make a difference. So what we're going to do is try to hit that giant muscle area here. Let's go into vertex mode. What we're going to do is select this entire area, if I can get it correctly, here. And move this area outwards. Kind of define that muscle area. I'm going to try to take the same idea here and move this area outwards. Then you see this tiny area here, we're going to try to use that to make that muscle look here. Now what we're going to do is just keep trying to do that same idea, but for different muscles. It's going to just try to make a couple of bulges. It's kind of tough to understand considering there's not a lot we can really do in the model. But right now I think we've kind of hit that area that we want to get, like these muscles. We can always add more in part 4. And I'm pretty sure this should be where we're going to end off. It might not seem like we didn't do a lot, but part 4 is going to be, we're going to, add a couple of changes such as that area in his neck where it looks like it's going downwards, his eyes, fixing up the hand and more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye.